All right, here we go. We're gonna do a trial run if the power goes out. So I got everything wired on the house, panels done. I got my outlet box on the outside of the house. It's wired up. So let's take a look at it. So this is the Predator inverter that I bought at Harbor Freight, and it's the 8,750 watt surge generator. So that's how many surge watts that you can run. It'll run 7,000 continuous watts. But I've already broke in the generator, did my oil change, ran it a couple of times at 5 hours, changed the oil each time, and it's ready to run now. So now is a true test run to see how it's going to power the house. All right, so here we go, plugging it in, and once I get it in, give it a little twist. So I got that in there. Let me just go over a few functions with you. So here's the electric start. Here is your quiet button right here. I forget what they call it. What do they call it? What does that say? ESC throttle. So what it does, it makes it quiet when you flip the button on, whenever it's not using the full wattage of the generator. Choke, but this unit's already warmed up, so I won't be using that today. And then here's how you cut your power on. It's got a little breaker right here that will then power the 30 amp service outlet, or you got two 120s right here, your regular extension cords, GFCI. So I'm not going to be using those. I wanted to make it simple, so I've already got that plugged in. We're going to crank it up and see how it runs, and I'll show you through the process and see the generator power the house. Okay, so here's the box that I installed on the outside of the house. This is what's tying into the electrical box. I'm going to plug it in, make sure I got everything lined up. Okay, push it in, give it a turn, so it's locked in place. Good to go there. All right, let's go ahead and fire it up. All right, here we go. So to give it a test run, I went ahead and cut the power. So the power is off. When it's up, that's when power from the utilities company is feeding the house. But I went ahead and cut it off, so that light's not on. And I have the light switch on the on position. So what we're going to do, this interlock, folks, I'm telling you, I like this interlock. It's a little difficult to use, but its main purpose is you can't have this on, your main power on, and this one on the same time. So let me go ahead and slide that interlock. See, I'm trying to get a view where you can actually see it sliding over the power coming from the power company. And they make it where you got to do it with purpose, but it'll go. There we go. So it's locked in place. So right now, I can't cut my main power on if I tried. But here's my 30 amp breaker from my generator. So let's go ahead and kick that on. So I got power. So there's the light that I was telling you about. So we have power in the house. And I went ahead, just because this is second run that I was getting used to the generator, getting my sequence down. So I went ahead and cut off all my high amp breakers. So I cut my range, my dryer. That was another 240 volt for window air conditioning unit that I used, like whenever I lost, if the air conditioner went out on me. But that, I don't even use that anymore. This right here is for the heat. I got a heat pump, and then this right here is for the air conditioning. So I had to make sure to cut those off, because I'm on a heat pump. It still draws a little power from the air conditioning side, because the heat pump works in reverse when it's adding heat to your home. So anyway, back to this, folks. Everything else is on though. I just cut those few off. All the receptacles are live. It'll power my freezer, my refrigerator. I have a stand-up freezer by itself to keep all the meat frozen, and then I have a side-by-side refrigerator. So it's enough to where I can power those. I can run my Wi-Fi, so I've got internet. My TVs, I got a couple of TVs. I run the TVs, cable box. So I'm good, and if I had to, if it's something where the power is going to be out for a while in the wintertime, I can still plug in a electric heater in the bedroom, run it, or a small window unit in the bedroom, and still be comfortable. And still, I could go through and just cut on any light I want to in the house. I've already tested it using with the microwave. Was able to use the microwave with it. So everything's good. So this is how it's working great.